Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. Oh my. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Leo in February 2021. What's going on, Leo? How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. Leo, wherever you are in the world right now, I hope you are safe, happy, healthy, and secure. Please take very good care of yourselves and those that you know and love. Even a stranger on the street, Leo. At this time, the world needs some good juju, some good woo-woo in the world, and I am encouraging you and everyone else that I talk to make good choices, to be kind, to be nice, to err on the side of compassion and sympathy for yourself, for other people. Bring that good, positive stuff out. Let's try not to err as often or when we can on the on the side of negativity, pessimism, disregard, all those things that we don't really need more of in the world. Okay. In general, I don't want to harp on that too much, but I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying, Leo, okay? Also here, before we start, happy Valentine's Day if you're celebrating. I think the only one that I didn't say it for was Aries, so I might have to put that on the screen for them when I edit all these videos. Anyway, Leo, if you're celebrating Valentine's Day, I hope you have a fabulous day between you and your boo-boo, or you and your family, you and your friends, whoever you're celebrating with. If you're getting together with people, be careful, all right? Make good choices, make safe choices, okay? So anyway, guys, just hoping you have a great day on February 14th. And every other day before and after, of course. Leo, this is going to be your overall message for February. We're going to get a total, hopefully, of 6 cards out here. We've got half of it, or at least the beginning part. We're going to expand on that in a moment. We'll get an outcome. We'll get an overall energy, all that good stuff. But if you want to skip ahead, timestamp is in the description box below. Information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. Any questions before you order, just email me. I'll answer you as soon as I can. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, that poor little social media platform that I have neglected since December in terms of giving a tarot reading, or some type of insight on. If you want to follow me over there, I hopefully will get back into the groove of using it. I had to unplug a little bit from tarot for my own sake. I am a human. I'm on a spiritual journey of my own, and so I really just pulled back from that. But I will get back into it. So if you want to join me on that platform as well, see other aspects or other ways in which I interpret cards, feel free to follow me. All right? All right, Leo, let's get into this. Let's see what the story is thus far in February. First card that came out, that came face down, was the Ten of Wands. All right, lots of repeating cards. That usually happens during a retrograde. We're in a retrograde now. Doesn't lift until, I think the shadow period doesn't lift until March. But yeah. Anyway, Five of Swords also, and then the Devil on the far right. Devil is major arcana for Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or not at all. Take it with a grain of salt. Any sign that I mentioned that is not your own, Leo, take it with a grain of salt. Could be dealing with them or not at all. There is no gender in a general reading like this. Okay, so if I say he or she, don't worry. If the person who I say is a he is actually a she in your real life, that sometimes happens, okay? All right, guys, let's get into it. Leo. Someone in your energy, or you, it's a general, so it can go vice versa as well, is being a little bit of a bitch. Gotta be honest. That's not me trying to be insulting. It's not me trying to demean a person, but they're being, when I say that word, and I I say it all the time in my personal life, but what I'm sensing here is someone who is a troublemaker. There's someone in your energy that's trying to disturb your peace or the peace in the situation. There's someone in this energy that gets off on people having a bad time. There's someone in this energy, or it could be you. Again, this is a general reading, so if you're a cross watcher and you're like, Leo's doing this, perfect. It's already established. But I'm going to address it as Leo. This is happening to you because this is your reading. A friend, a family member, trusted or not. Interesting, trusted or not. Some of you already know this person is an enemy to you. They've been an enemy since day one. Others of you, this is a frenemy. Others of you, this is someone that you trusted for a long time, and only until recently did you come to this realization or this knowledge, oh shit, I'm not supposed to trust this person. But anyway, There's someone here who has bad blood or has bad intentions, loves people to be in a disarray, loves drama, loves to be, just a shit stir. All these things, as I said on the first description of this person, in my personal estimation, that makes them a bitch. So, for me, a bitch is a person that is not mature, that is not settled, peaceful, honest. They're not brave, because I'm also sensing somebody that when the heat is on, they flee. They don't stand their ground, or they don't stand on whatever they're meant to stand on. Like, this person has no dignity. This person has no spine. This person has no defense. They are, for all intents and purposes, a coward. And the ironic thing is, okay, here we go, another way, and no offense to anybody who has a small dog, but this is like a Chihuahua. Lots of that. But what is a Chihuahua? What is a small dog like that anyway? I mean, I know that this happens all the time because dog personality and behaviors are not dictated by size. But this is literally like one of the smallest dogs doing this towards a Great Dane, a Mastiff, a Doberman, a Rottweiler, whatever. A much more physically large, domineering, muscular, strong dog, and getting away with it. I mean, I guess that's on par with dog behavior sometimes, that the smallest dog can be very intimidating towards a very larger dog. But we're not dogs, we're human beings. And I'm not trying to say that any small person has to acquiesce or bow or somehow ranks lower than a person of larger stature. That's not it. But there is sort of this, a lot of bark, no bite. A lot of bark, absolutely no bite. No goddamn action. Who is this person? Wow. Okay. I don't know who this is for you guys. Again, friend or enemy. Some of you have you've hated this person, or they've hated you since day one. Others of you guys started out as best friends or good friends, and now it's devolved into this. But this is a person who literally is not about that life. They talk that shit, they don't walk that shit. Not at all. Not at all. Now, where's all this coming from? Five of Swords. I don't know anything about sharks either, but what I do know is they're predatory, right? It's not that a shark starts a beef. I don't know that. I don't know if that's true either. But there's this idea of, like, when we talk about sharks, blood in the water. They only show up chomping when there's blood in the water. Otherwise, they're just swimming through the ocean, never sleeping, doing whatever they do. So without cause, without reason, which is blood in the water, someone is injured, a human, another animal, whatever. There's no teeth. There's no, dun, 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 the Jaws theme. Without blood in the water, the shark's doing nothing. So that to me is a predatory move. So this person preys on the weak, preys on the already maimed or injured party. So when this is your friend and you're having a bad day, don't go to them looking for them to make you feel better. They're going to make you feel worse. And they like that. This is possibly misery loves company. If this is a family member to you, they're a Debbie Downer all the time. They're always giving you bad news or sharing what's going wrong in their life. And the minute you try to express something joyful or positive in your life, they shit on it. Or they redirect the conversation and make it a pity party about them. This is somebody who wants to be the center of attention, but ironically, when they are the center of attention, it's like, oh, don't make a big fuss over me. Oh no, da da da. Like, what is wrong with you? Who is this? Gross. As a personality type, as an archetype, whoever this is, and I don't mean to offend whoever this is, or offend you or anything like that. This could be your mother, this could be your brother, this could be your best. I don't know, but gross. This person is gross. They're not mature, and I'm not talking about a person who's young, or a person who's a child. I'm talking about a goddamn adult, and they don't act like it. Gross. in my estimation, gross. And here you sit, Leo, in the situation, burdened by this person. 10 of Wands. You could be saddled with them, stuck with them, because the strap on that camel's back is tight. All right? You may have been dealing with this person for a long time, and you're not free of them, and possibly won't ever be free of them, because the devil's on the other side. Devil talks about things that burden us, things that bind us, thank you, things that bind us, things that we feel obligated to, that we feel that we cannot escape from, that there is no relief from, okay? This, oh, very sharply they came through. For some of you, you're married to this person. And isn't that the way? I'm not saying that's how marriages marriages are, excuse me. But yeah, I have had a few, and I cut them quick. Not the person. I don't cut the person. I cut the relationship, because I've only had a couple of people in my life who seek drama, like I told you, predatory, like a shark in the water swimming and sniffing for blood. They seek drama. They seek things to be in disarray. I've only had like 1 or 2 people do that in my life. And when they do it, I let them know, you're not going to pull me into your madness. You're not going to pull me into your bullshit. And this is 5 of Swords. Petty. It's petty. It serves no purpose other than to make someone's ego feel good. I'm not going to be here for your ego boost off of some nonsense. Forget it. But someone in your story or another, I'm a Leo myself, so this is not me. There is none of this going on in my life. I got to tell you, okay? But for some of you other Leos, you have someone that you feel indebted to. Maybe that's another way that we could read it. You feel indebted to this person, obligated to this person. They, again, if they've been a friend to you before, you have some loyalty to them. If they're an enemy, this makes it easier. This person is just a hater. This person is a thorn in your side. You're a thorn in their side. From their perspective, they would see you like this probably, right? And so you mutually dislike each other, and you mutually feel burdened to each other. And maybe the burden is, or rather, maybe the tie that keeps you bound to each other is that you work together. Or maybe you are family members, but you hate each other and you're at each other's throats and all this other kind of shit. So that, I think, is a little easier to deal with, because on its face, you guys don't get along. But for those where you did get along, or you have been getting along, but there are times when they turn into this person, this kind of gross person, maybe they're not like this all the time, that's when you're like rolling your eyes, Leo, and you're like, oh my God, will you just shut up? Why are you doing this? Why are you saying this? Why are you dragging me into your drama? Why are you dragging me into your bullshit? Why are you involving me in this? That's what this feels like. Leo is usually not, most Leos, those that are in mid to high vibe, don't live dramatic lives. Really don't. Okay? Like a true mid to high vibe Leo does not like drama. Likes to watch drama. Likes to see drama on a weekend. Like once in a while, you know, a little bit of a, not a real fisticuffs, but a little bit of a playful fighting, playful disagreements. That's fine. But to day in, day out be in that's not Leo's bag. But some of you, that's how you're living. Or this is the context of your relationship with this person. And I don't know how or why you deal, but you're doing it. Obligatory. Devil. You feel tied and bound to them, stuck to them. You cannot escape them, or that's how they feel about you. Now, the 10, it's a wanting it to be over. It's a desire, because 10s are about culmination points. 10s are about endings. But the devil is a major arcana. It's here and it's trumping the 10. As much as you want to be done with this person, get this, you know, burden off of your back, the devil's like, you're not going nowhere. Got you, Leo. Got you. Or, you're stuck with me. Like, oh God, disgusting. Disgusting. I say that because, like, I feel in, like, the way that was coming across to me was, like, in a dating scenario. We're not even married. We're just dating. And that's the excuse. I guess you're just stuck with me. The hell I am. What do you mean? Oh, well, I guess it does. I guess it helps that you're in, it just helps that you're in love with me. Like, okay, because we're in a loving relationship, or because we're committed, or because we're dating, I'm supposed to deal with your bullshit? What? Anyway, so let's get it further. You get what I mean. You get me, okay? What else is going on here for Leo? Please show me. Give me further information. In other cases, I'm just to go on that trajectory, just to extend in that, because I told you, that's someone's attitude, and you're not even married. If you are married, which can sometimes be signaled in the devil energy, because it's about commitments, it's about taking oaths, and being responsible or beholden to someone else or to another energy or entity. For some of you, you're married to this person. And that's the excuse they have. Well, I guess you shouldn't have married me. Well, yeah, I guess I shouldn't have married you, you son of... Ooh, man. Who is this? Further information. What is going on in this situation? Give me more information for Leo regarding this story, please. What else is there for Leo regarding this story? And again, I did not turn this heat down. It's hot in here, my friends. It is so warm. And of course, I'm filming this at night, so the temperature outside has dropped, which means the heat did kick on, possibly beyond its programming. The Sun, secondary major for you, Leo. There's the marriage card, Justice. That's been coming out in almost every reading thus far for the month. Again, repeated energies are super common, for me at least, when I do readings during a retrograde. And one more, please, for Leo. What else is going on in this situation? Show me. This deck is so hard to shuffle. I love the artwork. I love the concept. I love the interpretations, but shuffling this deck is butts. Absolute butts. That's more than one. So Leo, you're going to get a 7-card spread. And, ooh, 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Oh, got to get you an outcome. 1 second. Outcome for Leo. Well, it's persistent. We'll see. Yeah, it keeps jutting out. So this bottom of the deck is the overall. Hangman, come on, man. Retrograde. Everything is repeating across different. And there you are. Outcome, your own outcome. Strength card. Oh God, my legs are on fire. I have a blanket on. Gotta take that off. Anyway, so Sun, secondary major for you, Leo. You're hearing your own reading. Not Justice, Temperance, my bad. Temperance also came out, but it looks like the Justice card, right? Temperance, secondary major for Sagittarius. Could be dealing with a Sag. You don't have to be. Where is my... There it is, my hoodie. It was getting tangled up. 3 of Pentacles. Again, Movement of Swords, aka Knight of Swords. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be dealing, you don't have to be. And we'll talk about the outcome and the overall in a little bit. So, Leo... Further information here. Some of you work with this person. They might be new to the job with the Knight of Swords here, or you might be new to the job. But that's your entanglement for some of you, is that you work with this person. You may have been assigned to a team and you hate this person. You're like, oh my God, they put me on the damn team with Cynthia. I can't stand her, you know. Excuse me. Or this person and you had previously, you might be contracted with each other in an unofficial way, or how can I say, in a non-working way, or that's not right, not non-working, in a secondary way within a workspace. So like you're doing business with, like you might have your own business and you go to someone who wants to hire you, and they also hire another person, and you've like if you're in construction, let's say, and you do windows, right, or whatever, and then there's a person who's also doing work on the house and they do plumbing or they do electrical, and maybe you both show up to the site at the same time. I hate that guy over there, or I hate that girl over there with their little window operation or their little electrical operation, and you just have to work on the same project together even though you're not constant co-workers. Does that make sense? sense? Because there's something about the instability. We'll talk about that too. There's something about the instability of this Knight of Swords showing up. So it's either you and this person don't spend a lot of time together. So maybe, again, it's a special project. You're assigned to work with them just for a minute. They're a temp worker. You're a temp worker, whatever. And it's only for a short time. Or you work together on a mutual project, even though you have independent contracts of your own to tend to. Okay? Yes, the instability of this person is the problem. I don't know what their sign is. I don't know who they are to you. I don't know any of the details of who they are. But they are an unstable person in some form or fashion. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They are not right. This is not a general characteristic of the Knight of Swords, but it can show up sometimes. More importantly, what I'm sensing is this person is chaotic. They get off, like I said earlier, on drama. They get off on chaos. One of the attributes, or one of the words that I sometimes do use with the Five of Swords, is that it is challenges, chaos, and change, and all these other C words, right, that are out there. But they are a devil right above it, addicted to chaos. Some of them. They don't know what it means to be settled, to be at peace, to be without drama, to be without arguments. They don't know what it means to not have contentious energy in a workplace, in a love relationship, in a family situation. They can't stand it when things are stable. They can't stand it when people are working well together. So that's another part of why you don't like them. They upset the boat. They rock the boat just for shits and giggles. I told you, Leo doesn't normally, in mid to high vibe, a Leo is like, I don't need to be bothered. That's not pleasurable over a long period of time, over weeks or months, or consistently in a relationship. Having contention, having to fuss with a person. What the fuck is that? What a waste of time. Or what a limited view of what it means to be entertained or enjoy life. Leo cannot be bothered, truly. Okay? So this person gets off on it and you're like, that's dead. That's tired. That's stupid. Exhausting. And it's doubly, or even, it's even more highlighted for you Leos that are absolutely tied to this person through marriage, through long-term commitments, through long-term friendships and family relationships. Again, where it's like your enemies on paper, you never liked each other, it's a little bit easier to disconnect from this energy, or at least it's just temporary, again, with this Knight of Swords energy coming through. It's not long-lasting in the sense of like, you have to deal with them. You have to deal with them on the site, on the work site. You have to deal with them for this project, and that's about it. You know? What else is happening here? Exactly. Sun. Leo does not want to be bothered with the BS. This is BS. This person brings BS into your life, and you're just like too tired of it. So tired of it. And this is not an energy of being tired. The Sun is not that. But because it falls underneath the Ten of Wands, that's where you're like, I don't want this. I want this. I don't want burden. I want this. I want the Sun. I want my own energy, whatever that means. Now, the Sun for some Leos means I'm the life of the party. I'm having a good time. I'm being super social. I'm enjoying myself. I'm living my best life. And I'm engaging here and there. And I'm very busy and I'm very activated, right? Or I'm very active, period. Other Leos have no need of that. There are many Leos, not just some, there are many Leos who live a quiet, demure, kind of wallflowery or sheepish life, and they love it to bits. So if your version of having the best night of your life is sitting down, reading a good book, drinking some damn chamomile tea, if that's the highlight of your day, your week, perfect. That's what you want. Sun. But what's your reality, or what have you been dealing with as of late with this person? Ten of Wands, burden. So what you want is beneath you. What does that mean? Beneath you, beneath you. Under the surface? There you go. For some of you, okay. Because again, this tied to, with the devil energy, this tied to this obligation that some of you feel to this person. You are roped into their chaos, Five of Swords. You're roped into it. So again, okay, for those of us who are a little bit aware, and not a little bit aware, but you might be familiar with the show Key and Peele. Uh, they do a skit with these two characters. I forget the guy's name, but the girl's name, played by Jordan Peele, is Megan. I guess it's a play on the name Megan. Or Megan, I think, is a real name. Some people have the name Megan. And she's always, it's a boyfriend-girlfriend scenario, and she's always starting shit. She's always, like, causing a disturbance. She's always getting, running her mouth or, like, threatening things. And then when it's time to throw down, when it's time to be about it, she steps aside and expects her boyfriend to go in there and squash whatever beef she has started. Some of you, that's your situation. Someone starts a beef and expects you to finish it. And what you truly desire is beneath you, below the surface, not truly a part of your everyday life. You want peace. You want calm, serenity. You want happiness. You want joy, fulfillment, happiness. It's not happening for you. This person doesn't bring you happiness. Not that they should. It's not that our happiness is sort of the responsibility of other people. It's not. But this person certainly doesn't help the matter. They certainly don't add value in the positive category. They add a lot of negative to your life, Leo. Temperance. For some of you, this person and you are tied cosmically or karmically, or some melding of the two, or some idealization of that. Meaning, not only are you friends or family members or spouses or boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you do, your tie goes beyond the physical. Okay? And that's not me saying it's a-okay. It's not me saying toughen up, buttercup. It's not me saying, well, you gotta love it or lump it, Leo. No. It's speaking more to the deeper, and again, the subterranean feel of being beneath the surface, what is not physically or perceptibly true in your life, or something that you're readily aware of. But there's something here coming from this temperance energy that shows me you two are stuck together in some form or fashion on a cosmic, spiritual, karmic level, however you perceive of it, however you want to take that information, okay? This is, again, not me saying, hey, Leo, you gotta deal with it. You certainly don't. Not in my estimation. Not in the way that I do this work. Now, I don't do the work for you, but the way that I approach tarot and thus approach my spiritual life is to say, you can only be as bound as you choose to be on a spiritual level, on a cosmic level, on a karmic level, to a certain extent. So, if this is someone that is in your current life, they're in your everyday life, Leo, and you or they believe in this bond, right? The bond might exist for all intents and purposes forever, because you come from the same soul tribe, soul family, etc., etc. But how that soul bond shows up and manifests in your physical life, you have total control of that. Total control. Okay? And in terms of how permeable, or how much that spiritual connection can radiate out, that is also kind of controllable to you. Or by you, right? So I don't want to get all into it because it's not for everybody. That's not everybody's story. Not all of you have this soul bond with this person, and I'm getting a lot of this from a card that has very little to do with soul bonds. But for those of you that you think you do, and you feel you do, and you believe you do, and you know you do, you can, to a certain degree, temper that. And that's the point, possibly, of temperance. How much do we feed into it, right? And what is temperance? It's the melding, it's the alchemic combining of opposite forces, of antithetical forces, water and fire, right? Polarities, Too much of one versus the other cancels out the whole thing. It overpowers the other. Too much water on fire douses the fire. No more hot. No more owie, right? And too much fire to the water dries it up. Right? So how do we make these two things come together? That's kind of not necessarily you and this person. How do we make each other come together? But how do we balance these polarities? How do we balance this? How do we balance this? I don't know what you're meant to do with that. I'm not here to necessarily give you solutions or advice per se in that matter, but I think that's kind of what Temperance is saying to you. If you feel you are bound to this person, some of you feel this way. You're bound to this person now and forever, spiritually, physically, all the ways, right? If that's what you believe, then how do you get to balance? How do you get to a healthy balance with someone who's erratic, someone who's unstable, somebody who is picking a fight for the sake of picking a fight, somebody who's a predator, somebody who's an enemy? And why would you be tied forever to your own enemy? Some of you are like, well, if they're my enemy, but we're bound, why? I don't know. Again, I'm not here to give you the solutions or give you the advice, but I think that's kind of the crux of the matter, Leo, is how do I how do I reconcile with this imbalanced person and this imbalanced quality of this relationship? How do I get to peace? I myself haven't gone through exclusively this situation, but something similar, and I found my peace. You don't have to do what I've done. And I'm making it sound like it's so ominous. I really didn't do anything other than I told the person enough. Okay. And I've stuck to my guns, where, like I told you before, this person over here, chaotic energy, in and out energy, they just can't be settled. They can't be without drama. I told someone, listen, you're highly dramatic. You're a disturbance in my life, and I don't want you around. And that's it. Are we still bound to each other? Certainly. Told this person years ago, and they will probably be bound to me for the rest of my life, the rest of their life. But Jay has peace with that person, with that relationship. Their chaotic energy, it exists. I feel it from time to time. I'm aware of it because people tell me things that's going on with that person. But as far as my day to day, I'm not this. And it's not me trying to rub it in your face or anything like that. But literally, I'm like, this is how I feel when I deal with this person. I don't want to feel like this. So how can I not feel like this? I tried to come to a compromise. I tried to tell this person, let's have a conversation. Let's sit down. Let's talk things through. And they were like, nah, I don't want to do that. And I said, well, you know what happens next? We're done. I don't want it to be done. It's done, baby. Have a good life. Always love you. Take care. That was me. You don't have to do what I did. Outcome. Strength. But you can. No, I'm kidding. You can do that or any other thing that you choose to do, Leo. That's what I'm sensing immediately coming through with the strength card. I believe one of the mantras of Leo is I will. I think. I could be wrong. But, the general aspect of confidence, of self-possessed energy, of creation, of being the maestro, the MC in your own life, the the person that runs things in your own life for your own purpose, not selfishly, not in disregarding others. It's not like that. It's like I am the master of myself and the master of my own destiny or my own path. That ownership and that affirmative feeling is possible. And the strength card talks about actually facing adversity, facing fears, facing challenges, and triumphing over them. And again, not at the necessary detriment of others, not at seeing them defeated or destroyed or somehow rejected. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to go that far. But my affirmation shouldn't diminish your light or your path or your own ability to affirm yourself. We can all be self-possessed. We can all be powerful self-creators and motivators and all that other kind of stuff. It isn't just exclusive to Leo or this individual Jay or you, the individual who's watching this. Everybody can have a piece of this pie. Everybody can have a slice of self-confidence. Everybody can have a piece of self-awareness. Everybody can have a piece of having boundaries, healthy boundaries, of being able to love a person, but at the same time tell that person you've gone too far. You've done something that has hindered me, hurt me. It has made me liable. It has somehow dragged me out of my comfort, has somehow violated my sensibilities. You can love a person and still tell them you fucked up. You did something wrong here. You're doing something wrong right now. And in the process, you're hurting me, you're hurting our relationship, you're hurting the business, you're hurting the family. And it's not to blame, it's just to be truthful, to be honest, to give them what you know is fact. That's facing adversity. That's facing fear. To step into conflict is a brave act. Not step in, rolling up your sleeves, oh, you're all going to get it now, and you're just going to knock people's heads together like you're a bully. No. Conquering a fear or stepping into the power of the strength is going into a situation having fear, having reluctance, having uncertainty, and not sure that it's all going to work out. But you know what? I gotta say something. I gotta do something. I have to make them understand. And whatever the outcome may be, may let it be. Right? So that was something that I did. As much as I'm speaking, because this is hindsight. At the time when I had the conversation, so much adrenaline was in my body. My hands were shaking. My voice was reverberating, and I had a lot of things. And I cried. And I said things that were harsh, that were possibly hurtful, but they were truthful. They were my truth, and they had to be said. But did I go into that conversation saying, yeah, I'm just going to go in here and tell them what the business is, and they're going to just da-da-da-da-da. It was more of like I hope we can come to a resolution. I hope that we can come to an understanding. I don't want it to escalate into an argument, but guess what happened? Not 2 minutes in, argument. That's not what I wanted, but that's what they wanted, or that's how they behaved. And so I had to face it. And I did. And I told you, I'm here. I'm at peace. I'm happy. You can have it too. You don't have to do it the way I did, but you can have it too. Hangman. Overall energy. Hangman. This is a period of awakening for you, Leo, or whoever's resonating with this message. Again, this could have been flipped the entire time, okay? But this is a moment of awakening. This is a moment of real realization. Real realization. Interesting. Perhaps before and possibly through the influence of this other person, Leo, you were trying to see the bright side of things. You were trying to possibly ignore some of the more troublesome aspects of this situations or aspects of this person's personality. Maybe you were trying to sweep some things under the rug, like, oh, we don't want to pay attention to that. Let's just look at the brighter side of things. Let's just look at the good qualities that are being presented here, or that we can sometimes observe in this situation, right? You were trying to, not again, but I think I mentioned it in the last reading, so I'll mention it here for the first time. Bury your head in the sand, a little bit. This hangman is no more burying your head in the sand. At least that's the encouragement here. And the hangman is often an uncomfortable position to be in, so I don't know about you, I don't like to be in anything that's uncomfortable or discomfort, It's like, as soon as I feel something that isn't comfortable, I'm like, ow, or this doesn't feel right, and I want it to go away, right? So however long you've been in this uncomfortable situation, Leo, I don't know, but I think the quality and how long or to what degree that you have felt uneasy here is sort of the motivation to get out of it. You know, bats can hang upside down for a long time, but a human being cannot. So, you know, it's not a marathon. I don't know that you're going to get into the Guinness Book of World Records, Leo, but if you want out, you can get out. But I think since there's a karmic undertone for a few of you, a cosmic spiritual undertone for some of you, it's a bit of a tall order. It's going to require a little bit more work and effort on your part, or as the hangman is signaling some type of new perspective, new awareness, or again, this realization. Something like that, okay? Leo, that's your reading for February. If you liked it, there's a like button down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. If you want to leave a message below or a comment below, let me know how this resonated in your life. That'd be super cool. If you want to get a personal reading from me, you can check that out in the description box below. And if you have not subscribed, friends, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see when I do the uploads for the channel. All right, Leo, I'll be back in a couple of weeks with your mid-February reading. If you want to see any previous readings I've done for you for 2021, you have a playlist. Enjoy it. You have other playlists throughout the years. Enjoy them as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.